Hello, it's May 8th, 2026, and happy birthday, Q. Um, I know you watch these, you tell me, and I don't use names. I hadn't, I don't believe I've used any names. If I have, then forgive me, I forgot. But my friend, my new friend, I want him to hear, my new friend in Brazil, Rafael. Um, I hope I pronounced it right. I'm pretty certain I did. Uh, he's really got me thinking about just a lot of stuff. Just some of our conversations are just really good, but uh, the last week and a half, 2 weeks have been really rough for me. Not for anything other than just life being life, and then the physical and emotional toll it took on me. I ended up being sick. And so this week, I'm still recovering. I might cough from time to time. I doubt it. I think I'm about over. I'm about over. Um, it, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting time to say the least. So I got these in. I'm gonna see how that works. I watched a video the other day. Someone had it in talking, and I thought, I'm gonna try that. See if it. The guy sounded really good. I mean, I was like, maybe it makes a big difference. I don't know. About to find out. I kind of think I've done this before, but I'm not. I don't remember. So, anyways, I Javiel has just got me thinking about a lot of stuff and reevaluating kind of how I go about these. In fact, I'm changing the title. I told him yesterday that I had a title and I had a really hard time hitting record. And then when I hit record, my wife pulled in, and I try not to do these videos. I'm in our basement right now, just in solitude, and I try not to do these in front of my family. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know. I have ideas. I have my what I'm going into it, and but Javier has been he's really helped me to see things a little bit differently, and I think it's amazing. When I started these a little over a year ago, year last month, um, I've said it, I've stressed, I was just trying to help. I can't not do anything. I can't. I don't know who's watching these. I have no idea. I never would have imagined someone from Brazil watching these, and then just having some amazing conversations. I just couldn't imagine. I don't want to leave that out. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has something in their life that they can offer to be beneficial. And so just prior, well, so I'll just go into last week. Had some personal stuff come up, and then personal battles, and then at work, had a situation happen, and high up manager got involved, like high up, high, and in years past, I've never had anyone that high up uh, put inject themselves into my work, and and it was nothing that I did. It was outside, but I would get very defensive, and if anyone would say anything, I get heated, and so I've been trying to. It's very easy for me to snap. It's very easy for me to just fight and take the defense and like Keith is right, and And I might be right, but my approach is not coming across correctly. And and Javier, he had said, and I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. Uh, he said, Keith, you're having to learn like stuff that has been so easy for you. It's like a whole new way. Like I didn't just get savage overnight. It was something I intentionally worked at, which is messed up. I know, I've said it, but I'm gonna have to intentionally work on how I move forward. I can either choose to go back to what was easy and allow myself to get closed back up, or I can embrace this change and allow the people that are trying to help me, um, the people that are encouraging me. And so I have to say this because I know you guys are watching. I think both of you are. Um, but Zach and Ray, you guys are amazing young men. I love watching you guys at church. Um, I just love seeing how you guys are growing. You guys have a purpose, and don't ever let anyone tell you you don't. You have a purpose, and but I really want to. I'm trying to embrace this change, and sometimes it's not easy. But last week, um, not only did I respond appropriately and in a way that I wasn't like, I messed up. I could have done this. There's nothing. I did everything. I did everything right, and I'm very proud. I think you can always do better. Um, but I'm very proud of how I handled it, and I didn't snap. I just simply answered and told them what was going on. So, in the way I went about it, and because of my work ethic, um, the other parties that were the cause of it um, got got put on notice, and it in return made my job even easier, a little more efficient. It was still work. I still had to get through it all, but uh, because it was backed up. Like I have physical work, and I had to get through it. But in return, it's I made I made so many more allies. My boss's boss, um, we started talking about the Bible, and so he was asking me about the app I use, and so I sent him a link to it for anyone wanting to know. It's YouVersion Bible. That's what I use, and it's how I do my daily Bible reading. It's all of it. Uh, it's been a big help for me, and like I'm talking to my boss's boss about the Bible. Never would I've imagined this. Like I did. Like I wish I could be that guy that could do that. I wish I could, um, you know, just be an encouragement to someone. But the way I was going about it was not right. And but I was just so closed up. I was so I don't know, just I was closed up. And so I come to a realization. I'm talking to my friend Rafael, and and the realization hit me that I had to go through these last 3 years. Um, I needed these last 3 years, as awful as it was, as dark as it got, uh, as painful as it got. Um, I had to get through it. I had to go through it, and because I had I not, I'd still be the same Keith, wishing I could somehow make a difference, somehow be a light, that my life reflects Jesus, and still shredding people because they parked wrong, or yes, I I'm a work in progress. I I still have my moments, but I'm trying to make them fewer and fewer, and further and further between, further and further away from each other. And I mean, I love this life. I'm thankful for these last 3 years. I'm thankful for what Jesus has done for me, what He's doing for me. My prayer life has changed. Just so much about who I am today. It's just so different, and I love it. Um, am I perfect? No, not even close. But I just find things. The more I keep pushing forward, the more I keep, for me, it's the being vulnerable. It's the opening myself up and not just being so closed. Um, it's making music practice so much more fun. Um, I have an excitement of doing stuff in church. Like, I'm at a point, I think, that I could tell my pastor, hey, anything you need me to do, I'll do. It's been, I was a kid when I was last like that. And I was timid. You know, my earliest pastor would, he recognized, he tried, and but I was so scared. I was just scared of, I did a piano thing. They changed the key on me, but my arrogance was like, oh, I could do it, and I could, but I was so scared. Now, yes, I'm like 40 years older than that kid, but I just take things, and yes, life has changed, but I'm telling you, up until 3 years ago, just before that strike, and definitely before my dad passed, um, my prayer was that God would help break me, to help soften my heart. And I kept praying. I had to go through it. I had to. And I could have, had I listened to this, I'd be missing all this. I'd be missing out on all of this. And, and I thought I was happy then. Oh my goodness. It just keeps getting better and better. And to be able to look at people with love, have a heart for them, like to genuinely care. Like, there's people that'll, my prayers in the morning have gotten bigger and bigger and longer because this person, that person. And so I kind of went, well, I don't know, I guess it all ties in. I saw a video, an artist I like, Stephen Kellogg, just an amazing singer-songwriter. He's got 4 girls and a wife, been married for forever. He loves his family. He did a live Q&A the other day, and I'm listening to him. Just such a family guy. Like, this guy, I think if our paths were to cross, we'd probably be friends. And the love he has for his wife it shows. It shows from her. His daughters obviously love him, and so my daughter came in when I was watching, and she said, why does he sound familiar? Because you've heard me listen to him quite a bit. And so I said, I always tell everyone, I'm telling you, he's a family guy. And so I said, he loves his daughters so much. And my daughter says, she's about to be 17. She says, so he's like you, Dad. I love it. And I'm like, what draws me? Like, so one more thing, he someone broke into his van on tour and stole his guitars. I messaged him. I said, hey, I got some guitars, and I'll send them to you. You can use them till you get some replacements, whatever. I believe in his music so much that it was like, I'll do that. And didn't really think I'd hear back from him. And I did. He said he really appreciated that. He said, but he actually thinks he's going to be good. And and my daughter said, wait, he responded to you? I said, yeah, he wrote, but that's how he is. So I'm thinking, what is it about him that I like so much? Why am I so drawn to this guy? Like, my wife got me song lyrics of his for a Christmas gift. Actually, I think it was my anniversary gift. And it's like one and the same. The 28th, 25th. So I have him hanging in my music room. And he's got so many songs that I love. So like, what is it about this guy? And I thought how genuine he is, how just transparent, and just who he is, like how he is. I imagine everything that I think he is, I believe he is. I've met I've met a couple celebrities. I met one, and I'm going to say his name because just a disgusting human being. Deion Sanders. I was sick, and I'd walked with I had a cane. I was young. I was like 18, 19. I don't know, get my something. I ran into him, and I'm like, all I said was, "Are you?" He said, "I don't know you. You don't know me." Like, one of his entourage was with him. He had a whole entourage, and the guy's so disgusted. He's like, "It's really him," and it's like, why was that necessary? It was before cell phones and before all the like this technology. I liked this guy. I was a fan of his. I can't even stand to see his commercials anymore. I don't. He's just a disgusting human. But uh, see, that's the old Keith coming through. He claims that he has found God, and I hope he has. I really hope he has, because I don't. I just don't know how do you say that to anyone? It's a simple question. I had an older woman, come up to me, just saw me broken days after. I think it was the next day after my dad passed, and giving me a hug. I'm a grown man. Can I give you a hug? This football guy is like, I don't know you, you don't know me, and and if he happens to see this, you had a money bag in your seat, and you came back in and grabbed it. I wish I had seen it. That Keith wished he had seen it, so I could have been like, I don't know you, you don't know me. But I digress. That's old Keith coming through. So I do truly hope that he has found God. I really do, for his soul's sake. But what I'm saying is, Stephen Kellogg, I believe with all my heart he is who he appears to be. I've met him, not one-on-one, anything like that, but I guess technically, but we weren't like hanging out. And just seems like a remarkable guy. And I love the authenticity. And I thought, yeah, I got my friend in Brazil. I keep saying his name. I'm going to start using people's names. I want people to know they're being used. They're being used in my journey. They're being used to help me. So whatever, if I know you're watching this and we start communicating, I know, and you've been a part of my growth, I'm going to say your name. I want you to know. And I I'd seen there's another podcaster, comedian. His name's Theo Vaughn, and love a lot of his stuff. I don't agree with everything, but um, he said something about he he seems to be really having this encounter with God, or this battle going on in his head. He talks about God. Say that, but you can see he's conflicted. You can see it in his face. I mean, he's broke down a few times, and he says, "Man, I just want a different story." But he's afraid to just ask, like, just change me and work in my life. And I thought, what do I want my life to be? How do I want? I want more than see. This is what I love about Javier. He's helped pulling out stuff, help making me reflect on stuff that um, is inside, but it hasn't quite got out yet. And so I want my life to reflect that of Jesus working in my life. That's what I want more than anything. I just want to be a vessel that Jesus uses to help draw people closer to him. And if this is how he does it, fine. If this gives people hope, great. This is what I want to strengthen. This here. I don't want to be afraid to hit record. I don't want to be afraid to just be me. And what I don't want to be, though, is these other people. I saw a video, and it's happening a lot. Everything for the clicks, everything for, the content, whatever. I'm sure you've seen them. And they lose that genuine side. I don't ever want to be that. That's why I'm going to start using names. I'm going to start recognizing people. I want to build them. And I don't want to just refer to them as this person and, well, you know who I'm talking about. No, I'm going to mention you. I want you to know that you are a pivotal part in my life, and whatever you see in me, you have helped bring out. And but I'm just never. I'm not gonna. I do not want to get myself to a point to where, like, click, share, what, and just start talking about stuff that, whatever, that has no backing. Just, this is who I am. This is me. Like it or not, this is me. And just keep praying for me. And I promise, if God wants to get me there, he's going to get me there. So much of my life has changed. But I want my life to reflect that of Jesus. I want people to see Jesus in me. I want to be like that older lady that just gave me a hug. Something in her that just like, I don't even care. I could have blown her off, and I don't think she would have cared for. She might have been like, oh, what's his problem? But she, it was like, she just knew I was broken. She knew I was hurting. She knew I needed some compassion. I needed some grace, and I want to do that for others. And yeah, so that's what I want my life. I want my life to reflect that of Jesus and how awesome he is. I don't want to forget what I came through. I don't want to just let it go. And this life is beautiful, and I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for the last 3 years. And I know I've said it, but like I said, I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to allow myself to just let it go and as if it never happened, and then just let life go on. And it's like, oh, I remember that. No, I'm going to let it live rent free up here. This is what I went through. And this is the battle I faced. And this is what Jesus did for me. I simply cried out And Jesus, he's like, all right, enough's enough. We're getting you through this. You know, I'm going to have my moments. I'm going to have my ups and downs. I'm going to have bad days. But doing it with Jesus by your side and to truly know he's got you, man, this is what the old Keith was wanting and wishing he could have for his life. It just wasn't broken enough. That brokenness brings some beauty. And if you allow it, if you just lean into it and just lean into Jesus, I'm telling you, it's an amazing life. Have a good one.